Welcome to Fast Forward EV. It's nearing the end of January, and just a few days ago, on the 21st, there was a big announcement that Intel is going to spend $20 billion, an initial $20 billion, building a chip fab in Central Ohio. That alone is one of the, if not the biggest manufacturing announcements in Ohio's history. Furthermore, they announced that it's going to be happening in New Albany, which is an affluent suburb created relatively recently out of farmland east of Columbus. And there is a lot of tech out there. There is a lot of data centers, both general purpose and specific to specific companies. I guess Amazon and Google both have data centers north of New Albany. And the whole area is just still surrounded by very flat farmland, crisscrossed with small 2-lane roads. And now it's been announced there's going to be this giant chip fab there. They're actually going to manufacture chips. Now it's unclear whether they're talking about making the wafers to make chips or the chips themselves. But reading Intel's website, I'll provide a link down in the show notes, they are going to be using the latest, smallest element processes. Right now, Intel is struggling with their 7-nanometer process, while their competitors are forging ahead at 5 nanometers. Gosh, what am I, British? Aluminium. Anyway, but Intel is claiming that they're on a march to 4, 3, and then 2 nanometers, and when they get there, they're going to switch to angstrom units, which are a tenth of a nanometer, so that'd be 20 AU. And then they're claiming that this factory they're building in Ohio will be 18 AU, which is 1.8 nanometers. So that's quite a bold statement, especially considering how long and hard they've fought to get their 7-nanometer process working. So what they're bringing is state of the art. That's what they're saying, the long and short of it. And so it's very exciting. And also very exciting for me personally because I don't live but 15 miles from where that is. And so I thought it might be fun to take an hour and drive on out there and see the area that they're planning to put this thing. Now, I had to do a little bit of sleuthing to find that because the renderings they showed in the presentation do show the boundaries of the roads, at least their shapes, but the roads were not named. But since we know what area New Albany was annexing for this, we could narrow it down to that, and then within that is this piece of property. And so just based on the aerial image rendering they did, it was very, very easy to find the intersections of the road that bound this area. And so I'm going to go drive out there and do a quick tour around that. And it'll be interesting to see if there's any evidence of the community being aware of this, like signs and stuff, either pro, con, or whatever. And we'll see if there's any of that. But we won't see much else because it's snowing. And it's a little overcast. And we'll be down here low in our little car. And assuming there are tree lines and stuff, we may not see very much, but except stretches of farmland. But let's go give it a drive anyway. County Line Road intersects with 37. We'll take that south. Alright, now we're coming up on Route 62, which we're going to take east. Okay, here's Clover Valley Road, right at the edge of this cemetery heading into Johnstown. It's a little hard to find this road. It's small and has an angular turn in. I've missed it twice. Went past it in both directions. So I'm curious what all these people who live out here. There's an awful lot of houses on this block of land and on the outskirts of it, on the other side of the road from it. I wonder what all these people think about this chip fab coming here. It's going to be a lot of construction, obviously. And then going forward, there will always be lots of traffic in and out of here. Okay, this is the northeast corner of the plot of land. Corner of Clover Valley and Green Chapel. If the rendering is to be believed, right around here is where the main office building is going to be. Okay, we're coming up on the northeast corner of the plot of land. Look at all these houses. Mink Street. Here's a large bunch of silos and stuff for farming, and according to the renderings that Intel showed, this is going to stay here. But they are not going to try to get rid of that, which is good, because the farming will continue all along the outskirts. Okay, Miller Road, this represents the southeast corner of the plot. Okay, we're coming back up on Clover Valley Road, which is the Miller and Clover Valley, which is the southwest corner of the plot. And this will head us back north up towards that highway. What was it, 64 or whatever it was called? That heads into Johnstown. So, 3 days after the announcement, this is what this plot of land looks like. Be interesting to keep tabs on what happens out here as we move towards construction. Here is the northwest corner, completing our circuit. So that was interesting, great fun. Took me a little while to find it. I guess I didn't think it was going to be so difficult to find the crossroads to get here. But it was. And of course the weather's not helping too much. We got a lot of snow happening today. But I think it was interesting to get out here and just get a look for where we're starting from. For this, the supposedly largest manufacturing project in Ohio's history, a mere 15 miles from where I live, and we're going to keep tabs on it. Aligns with a lot of my interests and a lot of the world's interests, and to have a piece of it right here where I live is very interesting. More news later. Bye. It's fairly slippery out here now. The temperature is dropping in addition to the snow coming down. We're on County Line Road heading north towards 37. Pretty much exactly back the way we came. Hoping 37 is cleared better than this, because this is a little dicey. I do have snow tires on, but it's only a front wheel drive, and with the torquiness of the EV electric motor, it can be a bit tricky when it's slippery. Plus the car's so heavy relative to its size, so you got inertia working against you and you try to slow down. So it's definitely dangerous to work up a lot of speed. I'm really looking forward to being able to get into a four-wheel drive EV. Definitely one of the criteria for my next vehicle.